Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into some pretty serious infrastructure. We're looking at the Blustream HMXL88ARC 8x8 HDBaseT matrix kit.
And this is not your average piece of home theater gear.
No, definitely not. We're talking about a solution that's priced at, what, $6,382?
Yeah.
And it's got a 5-year warranty.
Exactly. So right away, this is built for professional, really demanding installations.
So our mission today is to unpack what this thing actually does.
Right. And not just what it does, but how it solves some really tricky engineering problems. At its heart, it's about taking 8 different HDMI sources and sending them to 8 different places.
All over a single side cable.
That's the key.
Okay, so let's start with that, the video core. The big claim is distributing full-fat 4K 60Hz 4.4.4 video. That's 18 Gbps. But HDBaseT can't handle that much bandwidth traditionally. So how is this box, cheating physics?
Yeah, that's the perfect way to put it. And that's where the advanced HDBaseT part comes in.
Yeah.
It's all about how it handles different types of content. So for that top tier, that 4K 60Hz 4.4.4 video, it can push it up to 40 meters.
Which is pretty impressive.
It's very impressive. But then if you drop down to, say, 1080p, that range shoots up to 70 meters.
And the trick to getting that 4K quality over 40 meters is some kind of special processing, right?
Exactly. It uses something called color space conversion, CSC.
Right.
So think of it this way. Your HDMI cable is like a big, wide motorway. HDBaseT over a C cable is more like a smaller A road.
Got it.
To get that huge 18 gigabit signal down that smaller road, you have to do something clever. CSC intelligently and temporarily compresses just the color information. It basically converts it to 4.2.0.
So it slims the signal down just enough to fit.
Just enough to fit without touching the resolution or the frame rate. That's the trade-off you make for long-distance, high-bandwidth video. It's a really smart piece of engineering.
That makes a lot of sense. So beyond the basic routing, and I see output 1 has a simultaneous HDMI output 2, which is handy.
Yeah.
Let's get to the features that really solve problems in the real world. I'm thinking of video smart scaling.
Yes. Smart scaling is a lifesaver for integrators. It kills that lowest common denominator problem.
Explain that.
Well, you know how it is. You have 8 amazing 4K screens, but one display in, say, the kitchen is an older 1080p model.
Right, and usually that means the whole system has to drop down to 1080p to match it.
Exactly. The whole system gets dumbed down. Smart scaling stops that. It takes that beautiful 4K 60Hz 4.4.4 signal, and it downscales it only for the output going to that 1080p screen.
So every other display is still getting the best possible picture.
Every other display gets the full, uncompromised 4K signal. It lets every piece of the system run at its absolute best.
That's huge. Now, the audio side of this is, well, it looks like a whole separate product, a 26x8 audio matrix.
It practically is, and it's independently controllable from the video, which is the really powerful part.
So what does that mean in practice, decoupling the audio and video?
It means total flexibility. You can have someone listening to, say, a music stream in the living room through the main speakers while the TV in that same room is off.
Or showing a completely different video source.
And the reason it can do that is the sheer number of inputs. You've got audio from the HDMI sources, audio from the zone outputs, you've got ARC coming back from all 8 TVs.
Plus dedicated optical and analog inputs.
Right. So you can route anything, even Dolby Atmos, anywhere you want, completely independent of the video. It's incredibly powerful.
Okay, let's wrap up with integration. Making this work reliably on site, they've simplified the wiring with power over cable or PC.
Yeah, 24-volt PC. It powers the little Blustream receivers at the TV end right through the SIAC cable. So you don't need to find a power outlet behind every single display. It just cleans up the install.
And what about making sure the signals are stable? That's where EDID management comes in.
Oh, it's critical. EDID is that digital handshake between your source, like a skybox, and your TV. And a big system like this, if that handshake is weak, you get screens flashing or just no picture.
A support call, basically.
Always. So advanced EDID management lets the matrix handle that handshake robustly. It can store and fake the signal if it needs to, just to keep everything stable. Add in all the control options IP, RS-232, an app, a web browser, and you have a rock-solid system.
Plus, it's HDCP 2.2 compliant, which is non-negotiable for modern content.
You have to have it.
So, to synthesize this all, we have a device that uses smart compression like CSC to push high-bandwidth video over long distances, and then uses features like smart scaling to make sure it works with every display you throw at it.
It's all about making complex systems simple and reliable. It's infrastructure built to just work.
So here's something to think about for you listening. When you're designing one of these complex multi-zone AV spaces, which feature actually provides the bigger advantage? Is it the smart scaling that solves those tricky display compatibility issues? Or is it that massive, independent 26x8 audio matrix that lets you completely separate the audio and video worlds? Something to mull over for your next project.